Hi friends, it's Susan Smith with StampCreatively. I am here on a very cold and snowy Monday.
Hi friends.
Oh gosh, I don't want to hear myself. That was bad. So I live in Indiana. I don't know where you're watching from, but we have a lot of snow. A lot of snow. My dogs go to the door and I open the door and they look at me and they're like, I'm not going out in that. And so they have to run out and go to the bathroom and come right back in. Nobody's spending any extra time outside. So it's cold and snowy. I did the Stampin' Up! Virtual card retreat this weekend, which wasn't sure about it. Tanya from the Wonder Basement did the virtual album retreat. I wasn't sure I wanted to do the card retreat. It was a lot of money. It was $165. Wasn't sure about it. But let me show you what I did and what I thought about it, because I was a little bit surprised. So let me flip my camera. Oh, there, I'm done. I'm here. So if you're watching, tell me where you're watching from. And if you're as freezing cold as it is here, I'm just telling you, it's freezing cold. So again, didn't know what to expect. So it came in an envelope or in a baggie that said, virtual album retreat. And I've put the item number in here. It was really worth it, which I was surprised. Again, was super skeptical. I'm super skeptical about this kind of stuff. So it had sheets of die cuts. It came with this nice little piece of paper welcoming me. There was a QR code I ordered. I added myself to the group. There was lots of one-sided DSP, two-tone cardstock, lots of things that you had to cut and prep. So it had like numbers on the back, so you knew what went with which card. And it actually had a prep video, which, again, wasn't sure what I was going to get. Tanya had done the album one, but it was just different. I got a full package of basic white cardstock. I didn't open it because I have plenty of basic white open. So it came with this. It came with all of those DSPs, super easy to follow instructions. It came with 2 stamp sets and a set of dies. So this is the virtual card retreat exclusive set. The only way you can get this set is to purchase the whole thing. So that's the only way you can get it. So it was this stamp set, and then we used this stamp set, the Forever Florals and the dies, and this one is in the online exclusives that'll come out in March. So these are the other 2. It came, once you joined the Facebook group, you got kind of this information. I'm sitting, I look out a window over the lake and into the snow. And the wind's blowing, and it's blowing the snow out of the trees. So like these huge snowballs are coming down. Oh yeah, you missed the prep video? Yeah, it was impressive. This was a list of what you would need and kind of the general instructions, from the stamp pads to the blends to the tools. So the way they did it is they started it, and Tanya and I struggle with technology all the time. And the best part of the event for me was it started 30 minutes late because they were having problems with their audio. It made me laugh because we always have problems, and it frustrates the boogers out of us that we can't get it going. So it gave you all this prep. You could watch the video and prep. What I did was I took all of my envelopes and I numbered my envelopes, and then I put everything in it so that I was ready to go. So then I was able to get it. I wouldn't call this a PDF of the projects. It was just kind of like what you needed for each thing. I am a huge, look at the card, I can do this, I'll just copy what it was. Oh, you were in Indiana. Well, there you go. Up there, they didn't get as much snow up in Monticello as we did down here. We got a lot. Did you get any in Missouri? Okay, sorry. I looked up the comments and got totally glitter squirreled. So I am totally fine looking at a card and copying it. Watching somebody do it can I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do that. Some of the videos were over an hour. Some of them were less. Oh yeah. Hi, Carla. So I wasn't, again, there's 15 cards. The thought of watching 15 hours worth of someone stamping made me want to go, walk into a wall or something. That was just way above my comfort zone. But I did it. I watched them. I listened to what they had to say. There were a ton of tips and tricks that were really interesting to me. Things that I didn't know. And I've been doing this for 28 years. So by listening to them, I learned a lot. So this is a picture of this card. So I'm like, I can look at the picture and figure that out. Well, friends, the way they ran the die through on each side was brilliant. And I didn't always use the same words because in my heart, I have friends that I've had for a long time, and some of the words that they use on these, I could not send to anyone. That's just too mushy for my friends. Oh, so you're the west of Indianapolis. Yeah, you got 11 inches. We had about 11 inches too. For our grandkids, everybody put a ruler in the yard to see how many they got. And we had about 11 inches. So one of the tips with this one was they took the white color lifter. I lost it. And dotted it on here and put some dots. They're very subtle, but by dotting with the bullet tip of the color lifter, I would have never done that. So I thought that was a great idea. And then just the way they ran the dies through, the people who did the video were the concept artists who created a lot of this. And it was really fascinating to hear them talk about how they created it and why. This one's a thinking of you. When I looked at this picture, again, thought I could copy it. They did some things I didn't do just because I couldn't. It was too much. This is stitched. They poked holes and stitched it with some twine, which was a brilliant idea, but I'm not stitching that. That's too much. But I thought they cut apart that die. Let me show you the die that they... And this is one that you'll be able to get in an online exclusive. So if you're a demonstrator, you can order it now. If you're not, you can get it with this kit and get it now. So they ran it through this way on each end and left that in the middle, which was brilliant. The girl who designed the stamp set talked about how she likes to do different things with the dies. This one they ran it through and then cut it apart so it made this whole background. Again, just really interesting the way they did it. So it's embossed in gold. We did a lot of additional stamping. They used a lot of blend brushes, which I'm not always a good blend brush user, but it was really cute the way they did it all. I liked the color combos. So that's that card. This one, again, was, and every time we stamped an envelope. So we had to do stuff on our envelopes, which, Sarah's big and Shelly was always big about no naked envelopes, but they really took the time and they did the envelopes. So this one, again, always and forever, didn't use the words. I could send that to my husband, who we've been married for 43 years. And if I sent him an always and forever, he'd go, "What's wrong?" Just not my brand. So this, they took the full piece of DSP and made this. So this was a 12 by 5.5 inch cut, and you scored up 4 inches. And they put DSP here and DSP here. Again, just a different way of doing it. This is flat, so I can add words later. Probably a happy birthday. Send a lot of happy birthday cards. So again, what they're giving you here does not tell you how to create it. So I wouldn't call it a PDF. It's just like a supply list for each card. And here's the next one. Did a lot of stamping on the DSP. Again, looked at the card, thought I was pretty sure, but nope. They did this little tucky thing. Did a lot of stamping on the inside. So I thought that was cute. Just by looking at the picture, I wouldn't have tucked this under. So I thought that was really interesting. But it's a cute card. I get together tomorrow with Tanya. In fact, we're going to try to be live tomorrow, and I can't wait to show her the cards because she didn't get them done. She went and got her mama because of the snow. And this, as I'm falling in love with the stamp set, I loved the big floral. I loved these words. I really like it. And then I realize it's only for the retreat. This one we took, again, looking at the picture, not what I thought. We stenciled, so they gave us this. This is one of the things that was in the package, and you poked out all of the little hearts, and then we used this as a stencil. So that's how we made that. This was white, and we did a direct to paper with a secret C. This was white, and we did a direct to paper with the petal pink. So we created our own stencil and stamped on it. I thought that was really cute. They even, because they were kind of crazy and showing us tons of techniques, again, lots of techniques. We even stenciled on the inside. I thought it was really cute. Again, I'm not very good at always doing fancy things on the inside, but I took the time because I was determined to do this. And it was so cool. So this one says, "You're on my mind, not love you so much." I have grandkids, but I have a grandson who's 13. If I sent this to him, he'd go, "Gimme, stop." He's horrified at some of the things that I do. Oh, so you had a -11. That's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. We're supposed to get cold here too. This one Sarah did. When I looked at the picture, I thought that looks terrible with all the patterns and how she did it. But they really did a good job of her way. The way she did it was really cute. So this one had a thanks, and it was a plain thanks. I had to do some little lines on it. But she had us put the adhesive in the middle of all of these and then weave the ends. So I thought it was a real cute way of doing it. And then the way they wrapped the twine around was something I wouldn't have done. But I thought it came out real cute. And so we created our own designer series paper. So this piece of olive, we stamped on top of it to create a different pattern. And then these sheets of Secret C, we stamped on them and embossed them in silver. So again, just a little bit different. Not something I would have necessarily done, but I was challenged. The congrats, I don't send as many congratulation cards, so I left this one blank. But I just liked the way they added different, like I wouldn't put a lemon lolly flower or leaf in there, but they did, and it's cute. Fell in love with this. Super sad. Oh, hi, Mary. Mary's one of our friends who likes to watch. She likes Tanya and I. So I'm always happy when she joins me all by myself. Okay. So this one was one of the simpler ones, which I'm all about the simple ones. These were way more complicated than I thought they would be for an album retreat. Again, just a little more complicated. Here's one we did. That was one of the designer series papers. It was so pretty. They did a lot of coloring on designer series paper, which is what this is. We colored the background in the cloud cover and then colored the leaves and the flowers. And the dies, these dies are in this that you can get if you're a demonstrator now. If not, you can wait till March because it's an online exclusive. It has 3 different sizes. I really like these dies. I really like this stamp set. I'll be doing some other fun things with it. Again, they did it so different than I would have done it. But the DSP on the inside Look at that. And they stamped on the back of this. I never stamp on the back of that. Yeah, Mary, it's worth, again, I wasn't sure it was going to be worth it, but I wanted to try it just to see how Stampin' Up's going to do it. Because I just wasn't sure, but it was just really very well done. If you can watch 15 hours worth of people demoing, there were enough variety of people demoing that I really felt like I learned a lot of tips and tricks of the way they do it. From Corey did this one, and she colored 3 pieces of this. I didn't. I went and I didn't. Yeah. So oh my gosh, are you really telling us you're on for my sunny place? Ugh. It's sunny here. I will give you the sun. But no. Oh, that's funny. I just read the comments. Yeah, you no idea how many have eased my heart regarding so many of the sentiments that are part of these sets. I can't use mushy sentiments. Me either. I'm a nice person, but it's weird. It's weird. There was one in here. You're on my mind and in my heart. No, I can send you're on my mind, but if I put that you're in my heart, that just sounds weird. Okay, so I didn't do that, the card that did that. Okay, so here's this one. Again, Corey colored a lot, all 3 sheets. She did the envelope too. I couldn't color that much, but I thought it was a really interesting idea. Okay, so when I read the comments, I get off track. So I apologize. I looked at this one and it wasn't done the way I thought. We stenciled with Versamark and embossed it in crystal clear. And these were cut out the full piece. And then we cut all of these crumb cake ones in half. But again, we have those crazy soft colored lemon lolly leaves. And I added a little bit. I got kind of crazy with this little background stamp that I liked so much. That's in the stamp set that I can't see. We used those a lot. But this was a fun birthday. Oh yeah. Did the envelope every time. So that's card number 9. See how many I've done? This one. Now, how cute is this? So I looked at the picture. Again, probably wouldn't have done it, but we stamped on the plain cardstock and then just put it behind here. But they ran these leaves through on lemon lime twist. So those are lemon lime twist. And then we just took old olive and went down one side of them. I probably wouldn't have done that. But I liked this. I thought it was cute. This is Love You So Much. Yep, again, not me. Happy birthday. We're just fine. And I love these little flowers. One of the things they had us do with the flowers is take a stylist and go around the center so that they popped up. So all of my flowers are kind of popping up, which is adorable. Okay, so that was card number 10. This one is one that Corey did, which was, these came pre-ready to stamp. They were die cuts that came in the kit. So you cut that in half. This is one of those tags cut in half. We stamped patterns on the back of the DSP. It's just a plain hello, but super cute. See, I stamped on the inside. We used Berry Burst. I haven't used Berry Burst in a long time, but that looked good. And then the 2 different colors of leaves. This leaf die I really like. It's a really good die. Okay, so that's card number 11. Oh, here's card number 12. Wouldn't have thought, looked at the picture again. I learned a lot. So this, she took the die and ran it through on the end after you folded it back. So you took it, folded it in half, ran this through the end with adhesive sheet to fold back and get that pretty pattern on my card. This is one, if I do at camp, they'll have to listen to me, and then I'll have to tell them 100 times how to do it. But it's so cute. Isn't that cute? This one I will do. I will definitely do for sure. Just because all these dies, all of that stays. This die, these dies, this. You're on my mind. Yeah, that stays. I can be a you're on my mind. So I thought that was really cute. Oh, hi, Tanya. Again, Tanya and I are going to be live tomorrow at 1. Because Wednesday, she's going to take care of Mama on Wednesday. Okay, looked at this card. That's the pictures I got. And I thought, huh. So this one had thanks. And this is the one that says you're on my mind and in my heart. Yeah, that's not happening. So made this cute little frame. I can add words to this later. But look at this. I put those in there because I'll say something. But these are little flip-flaps that they put inside the card. Look how cute that is. That looks like a grandkid thing, but you're on my mind and in my heart's probably not it. But isn't that cute? This reminded me of a little chalkboard. I thought it was so cute with the florals on the edge. It just was so happy. But I couldn't have duplicated it from the picture because I couldn't figure out what they were doing. But isn't that cute? Who knew? In fact, I've got in my shopping cart more flip-flaps because I was so impressed with the way they used the flip-flaps. And here's my cute little envelope. Nope, wrong one. That goes to this one. Don't mess up your envelopes. Here's this one. Okay, this one is card number 14. And we wove a pattern through there. This die had all these holes in it. And we have one, we have a die that has holes in it. I can't remember what it is, but I'm going to pull it out and make this. Because I thought this was cute the way they went through. And friend is not mushy. Now, I did mine a little different because I added this lemon lime twist piece over to the side. It was a leftover. I have a lot of stuff that's left over, which I was surprised about. So I have a lot of stuff that was left over. So I just I needed something in the background. That was just me. That was my issue. Totally my issue. Okay, so this is the last card. And again, didn't know that they did this much on the card until I started. Corey did this one too. Oh, I got schmutz on my envelope. Dang it. So they put DSP on the front. I've never done that before. I thought that was interesting. So I did what she said and put it on the front. But look at this. That's a flip-flap on the front that I have shaker pieces in. Again, it was a congrats card. I didn't want to use it for that. So here's the piece. I put it back in here so I can add whatever words I decide to later. But look at that. So it's a little fun shaker with the flip-flap. Really interesting. So the way she had you do this, I wouldn't have thought of doing it that way. Again, I'll probably do it on another video just to show you because I can't give you all the details of all these cards or, you'd be here way too long. Again, most of the videos were an hour, which is a long time for me to sit and watch somebody stamp. But because I was watching... yeah, it does look like a wedding card, doesn't it, Tanya? I just know I don't have any weddings coming up. Oh, that's not true. I got a friend to get married in June. So again, wasn't sure what I was going to get. Yeah, isn't that brilliant? Who knew? Like the shaker and a flip-flap would be such a smart idea. But it really was. In fact, I want to do it at camp, if you ever come to my camps. These little dudes. They're going to be a flip-flap shaker card. I don't know that I'm going to do 2. I think I'm going to do 1. I haven't decided whether it's going to fold over the front, but I thought it would be a cute little Valentine's card. Again, the virtual album retreat wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I was really pleased with it. It was worth the value of the tips and tricks of the people who design the products that we use told us the theory behind it, which I just felt like was fascinating. Now there was football on, so I did have a little football over here, which was, I could listen and watch football. I muted the football, but it was good. So I would highly recommend it. Just know that it comes the way it is. The envelopes are in there separate. It all came a little different, but I really liked it. And I will be doing a flip flap shaker card for sure. All right, friends, we'll be back. Tanya and I will be back tomorrow. I am in my warm clothes. I have my grandma shirt on. Here's all my grandkids. They're all listed there, all 9 of them. Staying warm, so you stay warm. Enjoy your day, and I will send you virtual hugs. Not real ones, because I don't do that, because that's mushy. But I can send virtual ones. All right, friends, have a good day.